Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mike's 4-2.
Here's Harris. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Colts, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Rudolph's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
58, First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Rudolph on first down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Cody. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Taylor And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph completes it to Watt.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rudolph. A quick throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch trap 60, trap 60. QB drop. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58.
Now it's Rudolph. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ringo, Ringo, Ringo.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Short little throw to Ebron. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They run for it with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
I'm coming after you. Check, 42.
Throwing again on second down. Rudolph. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done. And that
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So we got Warriors 70. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight. Cougar 19. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Complete. It's Johnson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Rudolph looking to throw.
Make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch Swiss.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Hines, a strong running. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Steelers 7. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
65. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Yeah. Mike 50.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Back to the air, Rudolph. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Man, I got you. Hey, 7 Pirates. I'm coming.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second fast.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's get it together.
Panther Street. Watch Twins.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph. And this is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 4.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph.
I got him.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming.
Let's go.
The final shot before break. Cody.
Push him back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
All day, baby, all day.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Check 59. 59.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 1st and 10, Cody looking for Campbell downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Double tight, double tight.
Reload.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58's the mic.
Now Rudolph.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Short little throw to Ebron. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Balaj. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
58's the mic. You must be.
Here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cougar 19. Deep. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Again, it's Taylor. Gets around him.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Shreds the tackle. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the counter, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. Cody. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, it's Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
They run again with Hines. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
58's the mic. Right here, right here.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Let him know,
Rudolph now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
58, boys, 58.
Now it's Rudolph. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
58, right over there, yeah.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
4th down, desperation time for... And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cody. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Kill.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Show it ain't.
Back to throw. Cody. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Rudolph. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
7 Pirates.
3's the mic. 53's the mic.
Here's Rudolph. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagle.
Pick up the ball. Watch twist.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He's not going to get me. Joker.
60 Bobcat.
58, boys. 58. 58's the mic. Watch twist. 58's the mic. 50.
On 4th down, Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw, Rudolph. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Watch 18 Rattler.
58, boys. 58.
Now Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On the ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action. Cody being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Check. 58.
Throwing here, Rudolph.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Indianapolis, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.